Hello guys, hello everyone, this is Mike Padua. We're back again to our latest update, the continuing coverage on severe tropical storm Tino, which is now a typhoon. It has been upgraded a few hours ago, and this is for today, Monday afternoon, November 3rd, 2025, English version, brought to you by Typhoon 2000 and Naga College Foundation. If you want the Tagalog version, there's a link up here. Just click on it, okay, for you to view. There are lots of comments. Why don't I have Tagalog version? There is. Just go to my video channel, Facebook at Mike Mr. Typhoon Padua, or at our YouTube channel for complete archives of our English Tagalog version since 2021, okay, or 2020. And this is also brought to you with our partners, 𝗶𝗀𝗶𝗺𝗿 Power, Bank of the Philippine Islands Sustainability. If you're interested, just click on the link here. If you're watching via Facebook, there's a link below this video. And the local government of Naga City, headed by our Honorable Mayor Lene Robredo and our Honorable Vice Mayor 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗿𝗵𝗺𝗍𝗍. Well, it looks like the track of Tino, based on these satellite loops, are now following what we created a few hours ago, and other agencies as well. And it looks like it is moving very close to Siargao and Dinagat, and it's likely to make landfall somewhere along eastern Leyte, southern Leyte, Dinagat, or Siargao, somewhere there. So it's similar to the track of in between Odette and 𝗗𝗗𝗋𝗋, because 𝗗𝗗𝗋 is much on the northern side over Tacloban, while Super Typhoon Odette is on the lower part over Siargao and Dinagat. So this system is in between those two powerful typhoons in the past. So folks across Leyte, Bohol, Cebu, Negros, and Panay, please take all necessary precautions, because as of this time, the storm is exhibiting some hot vertical towers, meaning there are explosion of cumulonimbus within the eye wall, and it looks like there are some spin up vortices or very small twister within the eye wall. So this is very serious, since we've witnessed this case during the typhoon Unding and Opong. Okay, Opong is only a severe tropical storm, but it has spin up vortices which damage lots of areas within the eye wall across Masbate City and other parts of the Visayas as well. And this system is currently trying to rapidly intensify, but because of, this is some good news, increasing vertical wind shear, the system has stalled in intensification, but we are observing it closely from this time up to the time of the landfall, which is forecast between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. So that's the time of the landfall. Because of the accelerating speed west-southwest to westward at 25 kph, the landfall will be much earlier than forecasted. So if it slows down, it will make landfall around 1 or 2 a.m. But if it follows the same path, same speed, it will make landfall on or before midnight. So folks over there, over northern Caraga, okay, over the Siargao Island group and the Dinagat Islands, Bocas Grande, and also here over eastern Leyte, please take all necessary precautions. There are high storm surge forecast from 𝗶𝗶𝗀𝗋𝗋. We're going to show to you later. Now here's the fast animation from cyclonicwx.com, and you can see the system is has a small wind area, only around 300 kilometers in diameter. So the damaging winds is approximately 100 kilometers to 150 kilometers from the eye. So remember, this area within the circulation, the core of the system, that's the area of powerful winds, damaging winds of 100 kilometers or more. So very close to the path of the system, will experience tropical storm to typhoon force winds beginning tonight until tomorrow morning and through the afternoon. and you can see the outer rain bands already affecting eastern Samar, northern Samar. Here in the Bicol region, we are on the edge of the outermost rain bands, so we are just experiencing some pockets of intense thunderstorms. Right now it's quiet, then later there are some passing showers. Right now it's almost 50 millimeters, so right on the forecasted rain amounts that is being forecasted by the rain model, although the rain model is quite low, around 9 to 11 millimeters only here in Naga. So we expect between 10 to 50 millimeters. And remember that the rain forecast is only 50 to 70% accurate. So there might be a forecast that it's quite low or higher than forecasted. But just to make it sure that this system might bring 10 to more than 50 millimeters of rainfall here in Naga and other parts of Bicol region, becoming more frequent over the eastern coastal areas. So here's the latest satellite loop. This is enhanced VIS loop from the 𝗶𝗀𝗏, and you can see here the building vertical hot towers within the eye wall. So it's a sign that the system is starting to intensify as it moves closer towards Dinagat, Siargao, and Southern Leyte. And we're going to show you here another image. This is the infrared image, wherein the violet or the purple color is the most intense part of this typhoon, and it's likely to make landfall somewhere here. So folks over Dinagat, Siargao, and Southern Leyte, including eastern portions of Leyte, please take all those precautions, because the storm is inching closer towards your coastal areas. And here's the zoom-in satellite animation. Another zoom-in satellite animation from Windy, and I'm going to show to you the 24-hour loop on where the system is currently going. Based on the latest satellite right now, it's accelerating towards the west-southwest, and there you go. It's currently here, so moving closer, and most likely typhoon conditions, stormy conditions will be expected after sunset. So please take all necessary precautions. And here's the last image from cyclonicwx.com from Naval Research Laboratory from Monterey, California. This is a government-funded website, and you can see that the system has developed a microwave eye. That's why they already upgraded it into a typhoon. So it's really spinning as of this time. And here's our last track moving across the Visayas. And if the track will continue that way, it will move out of our country, or move out of the Philippine area of responsibility, early morning of Thursday, November 6. November 4, it will be crossing Visayas. That will be tomorrow. And November 5, it will be passing over northern Palawan. Calamian Group and El Nido will be affected. So this is the track that we issued around 5 a.m., released at 8 a.m. So right now, it's exactly on where the 2 p.m. position we forecasted it to be. Okay, so the storm right now is here, and most likely it could maintain its strength. It's currently at 130 kph. From 110, it upgraded into a typhoon with category 1 wind speeds of 130 kph. PAGASA is 120, but based on what we are seeing right now on the satellite, it may be maintained. Okay, so it will remain at 130, or if it intensifies a bit, it might be 140, but the forecast is 150. So because of increasing wind shear, it might offset the warm oceanic heat content, but it's not yet out of the woods. We are monitoring it until it makes landfall. The forecast is between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. somewhere here over the boundary of Southern Leyte and Leyte. Okay, and please take all necessary precautions. All the rest here from Tacloban, down to the southernmost part, Maasin Leyte, and also here over Dinagat and Siargao, which you are within the edge of the damaging winds. And if it passes over Dinagat Islands, you will experience winds of more than 100 kilometers per hour. Then around 8 a.m. it will pass very close to Cebu City, over or very close depending on the track. Just take note of this cone of uncertainty. Right now it has become more slimmer, and the cone of uncertainty covers the whole of southern Samar, Leyte, Panay, and Negros, as well as Cebu and Bohol. So your area might be on a direct hit of this system. So please take all necessary precautions. Let's hope and pray that the wind shear will continue to increase so that the intensity will remain somewhat 130, 120, and it will not rapidly intensify. So that's the scenario. So 8 a.m. tomorrow will be over Cebu, very close to Cebu City. So bad weather will be expected tomorrow, and it will cross mid-northern part of Negros, passing very close to Bacolod. That will be around noontime or 11 a.m. And then around 2 p.m. it will be along the coastal waters of Guimaras and Iloilo. So expect bad weather over these areas. And then in the evening it will move very close over Cuyo Island, and then it will be in the vicinity of Linapacan Island in the northern Palawan, very close to El Nido, between 2 to 4 a.m. on Wednesday, November 5th. So that's the forecast from our Typhoon 2000, and you can see that the damaging winds is only roughly approximately 100 kilometers from the center or from the eye. So here's the all Asian agencies, and they all agree that it will pass along the boundary or over southern Leyte and over the northern tip of Dinagat later on or before midnight or early morning tomorrow, and it will traverse Cebu, Negros, and Panay, passing very close to the cities of Cebu, Bacolod, and Iloilo, that triple cities of the Visayas. And if we look now at the warning signals from PAGASA, this is the latest one. We have signal number 4 being raised over Dinagat Islands and Siargao and Boca Grande Islands as well, and signal number 3 in middle and the southern parts of Leyte, including southern Leyte and northern Cebu, half of Bohol, the eastern and northern part. Okay, just check on the just post this video and you can check the wind signals. There are signal number 2 here across the Visayas, while over Bicol region we have wind signal number 1 over Albay, Sorsogon, Masbate. Southern part of Masbate is under signal number 2, and the rest of the areas here. While for the latest on the storm surge warning from PAGASA, this is number 5. It's been linked in our website. You can see the storm surge warning of PAGASA, and you can see here that the wave heights is quite high. Those areas near the path of the storm will have wave heights more than 3 meters over eastern Samar, Dinagat Islands, Leyte, western Samar, southern Leyte, Surigao del Norte, while 2 to 3 meters along eastern Samar, northern Samar, southern Leyte, and Surigao del Norte. Okay, so there are so many places here. Just visit the website of PAGASA and click on the forecast storm surge. The west of Visayas will have storm surge heights of more than 2 meters up to Palawan and Mindoro. So there's no storm surge warning over Bicol region except for Masbate and Ticao. So please take all necessary precautions, and folks over the areas of southern Samar, eastern Leyte, southern Leyte, Dinagat, Siargao, and Surigao del Norte must take note of the storm surge of more than 3 meters in wave heights. Okay, so please take all necessary precautions, And here's the latest tracks of all models. That includes the official track of JTWC and the Google DeepMind. They all agree it might pass in between Leyte and Southern Leyte, so within that boundary, and will cross middle or northern part of Cebu, northern Negros, and Panay, particularly over southern Antique, Iloilo, and Guimaras. So here's the latest one from Google DeepMind. This is the 2 a.m. I'm gonna refresh this if they have already the 8 a.m. forecast, so that you'll see where the system is expected to pass within the new update. So it's still 2 a.m. so it's still the same as you can see here from the Google DeepMind website, and it looks like their forecast remains the same. It could reach category 4 with winds of 215 kph, but based on what we are seeing, based on our experience, it looks like this system is likely to maybe only around category 2. The worst is category 3, 185 kph. If PAGASA upgrades it into category 3 or 185 kph, 10-minute average, they will be upgrading it into a super typhoon, because super typhoon PAGASA is 10-minute average 185 kph, while the Joint Typhoon Warning Center 1-minute average is 240 kph. Okay, so that's the scenario. If we move this, that will be around 8 to 10 p.m. It will pass very close to the Dinagat or make landfall there. So their forecast of the Google DeepMind is category 4. But based on what we are seeing from different agencies, it might reach category 2, or the worst is 3. Because of the eye right now is cloud filled, a sign that it's not yet intensifying rapidly unless later tonight a clear eye will emerge. So we are going to monitor this until its landfall. But this is slightly good news. So if it happens, the forecast of the Google DeepMind is slightly more than the actual winds. So we are going to observe that in the coming hours. So here's the latest from the 8 a.m. since the website of the Google DeepMind is not yet updated, and it looks like no changes on the track. It might reach, there are already some red colors within that purple color, so it means that the winds will just reach 150 to 185. So that's good news. It's not very strong, but again, please take all necessary precaution, hunker down, buckle up, because we have a category 1 or 2 typhoon that is expected to make landfall over southern Leyte and into the Visayas and northern Palawan within the next 24 hours. So you'll notice there's another one that the Google DeepMind is forecasting. This is expected to come alive November 7, 8, 9, and between 9 to November 11, it might affect northern Luzon. The cluster of this ensemble is becoming tighter or blending. Okay, it's no longer scattered, so there might be some increasing threat here over northern Luzon next weekend. But again, since it's not yet born, we are going to just observe and watch and make some early easy preparation for those areas here over Cagayan Valley. Take note of this next one. It might be named Uwan if it does come true. So we will keep you updated. The probability of this forecast remains low, but the focus of our attention is now remains over Tino. So that's the scenario right now. And for the winds, again, this is another data from the wind intensity forecast from the multi-model diagnostic comparison from RAMMB of NOAA. And their maximum winds here is up to 175 kph or 165. So it's a little lower than the Google DeepMind. Even the latest from Dr. Emmanuel of the University of Massachusetts Institute of Technology, shows here that the chips ensemble has gone down to just 160 or 165 kph, meaning it's just a category 2. There's only a lone one here reaching 220 kph or category 4. So we are going to decrease the possible intensification of this system. So that's slightly good news for folks down there over the Visayas. Now, here's the forecast wind circulation of damaging winds. So if we look at it, it's on the northern and northwestern quadrant of this system. And if we take a look at the other image zoom out thing, the strong winds will be focused only over the area of Leyte, southern Samar, and the areas of Cebu, northern Negros, and Panay. So that's the scenario. And Bohol might also get on the edge of the winds of 95 kph. It's still damaging, but please take all necessary precautions as the system draws nearer. And for the winds, again, that's the possible winds that we will be expecting, and it looks like the violet is more than 130 kilometers per hour gustiness. Okay, when we say gustiness, that's the 3-second burst of winds, gust of winds that you might be experiencing. Okay, so there are areas here in central Cebu, province of Cebu, and Cebu City, where winds is expected to increase from 60 to 100 kph. Okay, so those are the damaging winds, and it looks like Iloilo will not be spared. There might be wind gust here of let me see, more than 100 kilometers per hour in some areas of Panay. So that's the forecast from the European model, while the American model is slightly weaker when it comes to the wind velocity of this system. But still, it could reach a gust of 100 kilometers per hour, so it's still damaging winds. So it might affect Cebu, Negros, and Panay, and it will weaken somewhat and intensifying again over the Sulu archipelago. So that's the wind forecast. So expect tropical storm force winds to typhoon force winds over these areas within the next 24 hours. For the rain forecast, there's no changes whatsoever. Beginning 3 p.m. today until 3 p.m. tomorrow, expect more than 100 millimeters of rainfall over Leyte, Bohol, okay, northern Bohol, okay, and Cebu, Negros, Panay, and Guimaras. You can see here that the rain accumulation, the 24 hours could reach up to 350 millimeters or more. So depending on the fast motion of this system. In other parts of Samar, it could reach more than exactly 100 millimeters, with some more than 100 millimeters over the coastal areas. Over the Bicol region, over the eastern coastal areas, 50 to 100 millimeters will be expected. And over the inland waters, 10 to 75 millimeters will also be expected, especially here in Naga. We are now experiencing rain. We are now reaching 50 millimeters as of this time. Okay, but it's nothing to worry, except if you're on the quick flood prone areas, meaning when there's a rainfall of heavy intensity, it easily gets flooded. So please take all those precautions. If you fast forward this until Wednesday morning, the heavy rainfall will shift all the way towards the northern and central Palawan. So 50 to more than 100 millimeters will also be expected there. And then by Wednesday afternoon to the evening, it will be out into the West Philippine Sea, and improving weather and good weather conditions will be expected across the Philippines beginning Thursday, November 6. Now here's the latest from NOAA, Project NOAA of UP Resiliency. You can see here from the latest from Weather Manila, Dr. Jerry Bagdasa. This is the latest one posted at Dr. Mahar Lagmay's Project NOAA and the rest of his team. It looks like these areas of the Visayas might be having rainfall of 100 up to 400 millimeters. So it matches the rainfall forecast of the European model of more than 300 up to 400 millimeters as well. And take note of these areas in summer provinces. It could reach 100 to 140 millimeters. Other areas of Cam Norte, Camarines Sur, Partido District, okay, Eastern Albay, Eastern Sorsogon, and 3/4 of Catanduanes will also have rainfall of 100 to 200 millimeters. While here, over the inland areas of Bicol region, including Naga, Iriga, might be having rainfall rates of 10 to 60 millimeters. There are some areas that could reach 100 millimeters, so please take all necessary precautions, because there are patches of intense severe thunderstorms that could pass embedded within the circulation of Typhoon Tino. So there you go. That's the latest for this afternoon of November 3. So again, folks, over Visayas, please prepare, especially over Leyte, Dinagat, Siargao, Southern Samar, because tonight is the night of the passage of this system, particularly before midnight, and early morning tomorrow it will start to traverse Visayas. So please take all necessary precautions. Let's all pray that it won't rapidly intensify overnight. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another update. Thank you so much for watching. God bless to all.